Beautiful, bright, precious souls, hello and welcome to Ascension's Love with Alice, a return to union. We are here bringing you forth a weekly angelic guidance. So we're going to look at the energies for the week ahead, the week commencing Monday, the 1st of March. Yes, it is March already. So Monday the 1st of March through to Sunday the 7th, 2021. We are in an exciting time. We will have just had Virgo full moon. That beautiful energy of the Virgo and full moon has happened. We are ready to start our week ahead. Spring is definitely feeling sprung here in the UK. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but I'm really excited to feel into the energies that the angels want to bring forth and just give us a forewarning about. And you know what, it's really great to watch these videos just to kind of have a bit of an awareness as to what may come up energetically around you and within you, so that we can really focus on our own ascension, focus on our own journey, our own soul path. And when we focus on ourselves and our own healing, we actually really help the ascension of the whole planet. So it's a real win-win situation. So if you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. It is an honor to be here with you. So do hit the subscribe button, do hit the notification bell. That way you will get notified when you have new angelic insights, Helios, solar updates, and lunar transits as well. They are super fun, and any other thing that I kind of feel inspired to do on this channel. If you are not yet part of my beautiful welcoming Facebook group, the Isis Dream Temple, do feel very welcome to join that. The link is in the description box below. It is a wonderful group. It's where magic meets mystery, so definitely have a look at that if that calls to you. And you can feel free to find me on Facebook, on Instagram. My handles are in the description box below, and I am still taking bookings for the week ahead, for this week that we're reading for one-to-one services. So the prices are still reduced, so we do still have a reduction on angelic guidance, on quantum healing sessions with the Akashic records, many different modalities that I work with, that we use. And I work with celestial beings, angelics, beautiful high frequency energies. So if my energy and anything resonates to you, don't hesitate to reach out. It's an honor to be here with you all, really walking this soul path, right? So before I go on for too long, I want to get straight into it. So angels, beautiful angels, guides, ascended beings of light, please be with us, protect this space, hold the energy to at least fifth dimension and above. So anyone that is joining us, helping us get some clarity, has already transcended polarity, duality, is in that unity consciousness. Thank you. There we go. And I'm very excited to see what themes we have coming in for the week ahead. So let's have a little look first at overall themes. So what can we expect to see as an overall, and this will be where we base our reading on. So we'll go into more depth and detail further down, but we have this card flying out. So we've got you already know coming in. We've got, let's see, are we having 3 cards or 4 cards today? How many do you want to pull? Let's see. We've got acceptance coming in, we've got authority coming in, and we've got send love. Okay. Here we go. So depending on where you are in the world, obviously everyone's government, everyone's kind of basic situation scenario for this time of year is very different, right? It's very different. I'm just going to leave the bottom of the deck out here as well. But what's really interesting here is, it feels like we may start to going through the week. Let's just actually feel into this a little bit here, because it does feel like authority figures. So I'm here in the government specifically. It's kind of like we're going to see them in a slightly different light this week. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I would like to just get a little bit more detail before I actually read on these cards, because there's some interesting energy coming through, a few different messages, and I just want to really get clear before I start talking. And I don't want the video to be too long. So I'm just going to ask for some clarity on these cards here with, thank you, go outside, acceptance, hello Danu, hello Sekhmet, and Isol. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. All right, beautiful souls. So let's have a little look here. So there's going to be a big truth coming through this week. It feels like there's going to be some type of truth. Maybe it's showing up in your media, maybe it's showing up in your newspapers, maybe it's showing up a little bit more mainstream, but it feels very much like there is going to be something that kind of we already knew coming up, that is kind of like one of those things where it was known, but it wasn't spoken about, perhaps. It was known, but it wasn't necessarily spoken about. So that might be coming up this week, at the start of the week, right? We're going to be encouraged to get outside. The weather is probably going to be really nice, right? You know, make sure that you get fresh air. And this is stuff that you guys actually know as well. This is on an inner level as well as an outer level. But let's just look at this on an inner level for a moment, because many of us have been pent up for the past fortnight, for the past 2 weeks or so, when really we should have been going outside a lot more to ground our energy, to really feel into the earth and allow her to help us process, deal, shift things, and really expand, right? You know, we've got the base of both of these rows. We've got inner wisdom and we've got creation here, time to create. So really there is creation in the air this week, and that's going to be felt from first the Virgo full moon, which brings that productivity energy in, but we've also got this creation energy of the Piscean sun as well impacting this first week. So I think it's going to be a powerful week if we did actually want to make steps forward in our lives, in our business, in our homes, and actually just get the ball rolling of things, right? You know, it's kind of like, okay, we know what we need to do, we're going to start doing it, right? We're going to start doing it. We're going to start actually putting actionable, tangible steps through. And you know, all the wisdom that we have, and you know, a lot of people may be actually switching jobs and switching vocations here. This might be an actual pivot point right now, because the full moon that we have just had has been very much about clearing what hasn't been serving. You know, it's been very much about clearing what hasn't been serving, right? And this is like accepting, you know, accepting what's been the past. Look at this, we've got full moon in the back here as well. Accepting what has been, right? And actually stepping into your power a lot more. So this is going to be a week of stepping into your power, you guys. This is going to be really fantastic. And we can look into how it's going to affect other, you know, other people, like governing bodies and things like that. But I'm not really too worried about that, because there is some things coming in about that, but I'm not really worried about that. I would rather focus on you who is watching this video for yourself. So we're going to stay there. We're going to keep the angle and the focus there on those messages here. So when you go outside, so what they're saying here is, like, you know, the more you go outside, especially if the sun is shining for you, you're going to be inspired, you're going to receive downloads, you're going to allow that flow to happen where there's been blockages within yourself, like not knowing which way to go forward, kind of procrastinating, because you just feel like you want to do this, but there's too much, so what do? You do nothing, right? That's going to be shifting, right, as we're going to be breathing that fresh air, really deepening that oxygen intake, and that's going to really help us connects with the basis of these two themes here, this creation and this inner wisdom, because you're pairing these together. And this is going to be this is kind of the start of the upcycle to the new world, right? It's like, you know, we're actually going to be standing in this balance of what it is that we want to be doing, what it is that sings to our soul more. You know, we've got Dana coming in here, Adanu coming in here. You know, this is about high priestess energy. This is about knowing, or high priest, knowing everything that you've gone through, everything, all the wisdom that you have. It's time to actually put it into practical terms and actually incorporate that as your path forward, right? You know, it's time to accept the power that you actually have, and stop being small as well. And the Virgo energy will bring that out, right? The Virgo energy, the full moon will bring that out. You know, you are so worth all of your glory, all of your strength, all of your knowledge. You are worth. It is time, is the phrase I'm hearing. It is just time, and it's like you feel like you really want to accept that, and you want to start moving forward and actually put in actionable steps in place, right? I'm getting a couple of messages about this authority card, but what's really interesting is that, you know, there may be a kind of shift in things in the outer world, but what's actually happening here is that you are releasing you're essentially releasing the distortion of the masculine energy this week, is what I'm hearing. And the reason why I'm hearing that is because a distortion in the masculine energy is that, oh, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to do this, you know, aligned action is coming through, you know, I'm inspired to do this aligned action, I'm going to go do it, but then you don't, or someone else will do it, someone else will take care of it, someone else will stand up for that, someone else will do this, that, and the other, someone else, you know, I'm waiting for someone to tell me what to do. It feels like that energy is going to be, no, okay, good, it's time for that to go. And you're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger within yourself, to the point where you're no longer looking up to authority as though, you know, it's mummy and daddy telling you what to do. It's like you're going to be saying, you know what, I appreciate everything that you guys have done, but I think I know myself better, right? I know myself better, and it takes a lot of strength and courage to do that. There's going to be a lot of that energy kind of channeling us, moving us forward this week. And the reason why that is being brought up, as my throat chakra clears, the reason why that is being brought up here is because, you know, if we are always waiting to be told what to do and to be told what is safe and for our own good, we're actually giving away our power every single moment of every single day. And when we do that, we're never going to stand in our power. We're never going to be happy. We're never going to be fulfilled. We're never going to be living the purpose that we know that we are meant to actually be living here. So we do have send love, because there are people that you're carrying. There are people, the people that are watching this video, you know, you have been awakened to a certain extent. You know, you are seeing things in a different way than others are perhaps seeing it, and it is just this blossoming of the whole world, and it's also a blossoming of you. Now, what's really fascinating here is we've got this send love card coming through at the end, because by the end of the week, you know, it's kind of like there are people, it's like you'll have come to the realization that you, like, no one can save you. You know, you are your guardian angel. You know, you are your fairy godmother. You know, you are the person that's going to dig you out of whatever hole that you're in, because you got yourself there, right? You're going to make that realization, though. I know that's quite a straightforward message, but you're going to make that realization. But it's also going to bring a compassion where you can actually look at others who are maybe still stuck in that space and go, you know what, I get that they're just in their part of the process, and they will, you know, they will blossom, they will unfold as and when they're meant to, right? There is a lot of acceptance, there is a lot of inner knowing that is stepping forward here, and that's, to me, that is a masculine energy, even though I am using very feminine cards here right now. That is a masculine energy coming through. But what's really fascinating is that it's being met by this very powerful divine feminine energy. You know, you've got high priestess energy, you've got Sekhmet energy, right? You know, you've got all this really powerful energy coming through, because the female, the feminine energy within you is going, okay, I'm showing you the way, divine masculine, meet me there. So this is what's really going to happen. You're going to find this balance of divine masculine, divine feminine this week. It's going to want to balance through in action. You're going to feel like you want to actually move forward, because you've done releasing. The past 2 weeks, you've been releasing stuff, and now you've got these two gorgeous energies, you know, really running your week here, giving you strength, courage, and power when you feel like it's just tiring, and, you know, allowing you to stand strong and stand firm and stand tall in your sovereignty, right? You've got that coming through. And I really love that, because, you know, guys, it is just time. It is just time. There's been enough talking about it. Now let's just stop talking and just start doing. That's what the message is this week. So I'm really enjoying this, because what we've got here is we've got a really perfect balance of, you know, we've got the wisdom and we've got the creation, right? And it's like, this is the divine masculine, that's the divine feminine energy, you know? I love that. I absolutely love that, because it does feel like that balance is going to come into play. And it's when you have both of those energies balanced, then you actually move forward in a really direct, streamlined way, right? You know, but we do have send love here, and we do have, you know, we do have that compassion, that unconditional love, and it feels like you're going to understand that on a different level by the end of the week, what unconditional love is. And the reason why I say understand it on a different level, I mean, you're going to bring it into your heart space more. So maybe the heart is going to be getting cleared a little bit soon, you know. It's so important this week to be dancing, to be moving, to be expressing yourself, to be physically moving your body, because when you've been clearing energy, emotional baggage, mental patterns that aren't yours, that you've just absorbed from, you know, being here, when you're clearing on that, it has to clear your physical body as well. So I can't emphasize this enough. You have to move your body, you have to move your core, swing your hips, you know, you have to dance, you just have to move, run, whatever. Move your physical body, because that releases the energy you've been clearing over the past little while, you know. The past few readings has been really about abundance and things like that. And what's really incredible here is that, yes, you have been manifesting over the past couple of weeks, but this week specifically, this is about setting the foundation. This is about setting the foundation strong for when spring hits, right? For when Aries season arrives and we move into that instigator, right? We move into that first sign of the zodiac. So you're setting the foundation here. You're really making that foundation crystal clear and very, very strong, right? And that's why these goddesses here are coming through, you know? And like I say, it's not going to be harsh masculine energy. It's going to be a beautiful merger of both feminine and masculine in their divine state. So that charismatic, peaceful, smart action, aligned action, compassion of the feminine, love, nurturing, filling up their own cup first. That is going to come through in such a big, powerful way this week, right? And I love that we've got the rainbow and the flowers and everything, because as the week progresses, more flowers are going to come outside. You need to see the flowers right now. If you've not been outside for a little while, go outside. Go outside. It is not illegal to go outside, right? Go outside. You know, go outside. And you need to do that because you need to connect with the Divine Mother. You need to connect with the sun and allow him to fill you up. You need to connect with the moon and allow her to soften you. You need to connect with all of that.
So I'm just going to ask what the actual tangible guidance is for this coming week. What do we need to focus on to make the best use of this week here? Because we've got a lot of stuff that has been cleared. We've got a lot of action. Let's get creating. Let's go forward. Let's build the foundation. Let's not worry about what anyone else is saying, because you're not going to worry about that anymore. Let's just start sending love to everyone, knowing that we can't change anyone else. We can only change ourselves. That's all coming through up here. So let's just ask, what are the tangible steps and guidance to have the best week yet? Thank you. Angels are coming out to support us. We've got premonition. Yep. So don't get distracted, you guys, when things that have been predicted for over a year by people with the ears to hear and the eyes to see, when they start getting proven correct and it starts going mainstream. Don't get distracted by that. This is all happening as it's meant to. It's all meant to be upgrading your root chakra, right? In time for spring, absolutely. This really is the grand awakening, you know? This really is the grand awakening for us, and it's all happening divinely as it's meant to. It all is. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, what it's looking like for you in your particular country. It is all happening as it is meant to, and we can forget that. Right, we can forget that, especially when we live in the third or the lower fourth dimension. We can forget that our ego is that controlling program of the computer that is our body, the vehicle that is our body, right? But our angels are saying, you know, please know that you are supported, you are guided. This is all a bigger picture thing, and when you get through it, you will see it. You will see it for what it was, and you'll be like, wow, I did so amazing, you know, I did so well. So call upon your angels, And you know what, guys, I'm actually running an intuition course, Intuition 101, which starts on Monday the 8th. It's a live or recorded class. It's a 4-part class, a full 1-hour part class. And that is where we will be connecting with our guardian angels, connecting with our guides, connecting with the universe, and really actually starting to hear those messages and being able to trust it and call on that yourself rather than having to go to someone for a reading. That course starts on Monday the 8th. If you are called to that, please just message me, or, you know, find me on Facebook and send me a message there. But that's only going to be £44, right? So really reasonably can't even get the words out, reasonably priced, so that we can reach as many people as possible. And if you can't attend live, the recording will just be as powerful. It's part of a 4-part class, right? So that's perfect timing for this, because the angels are saying, you know, call on them to support you, call on them to guide you, call on them to reassure you and fill you up with love. If you've not called on your guardian angel personally and just sat and felt them, do it after you've watched this. You know, don't get distracted as well, you guys, by what is going to go on in the outside world. I say that every single week, but it's so important this week because there could be that righteous anger coming in, right? We could have that righteous anger coming in because things that people that have been speaking their truth for a very long time may get proven correct, right? Which they've always been correct, and everyone else has always been correct. Everyone has their own truth, right? But what I mean by that is that, you know, more people are kind of picking up their, joining their lane, you know, and more mainstream people as well, right? More mainstream people as well. So you may see things coming out in the papers or on the internet, or wherever we get our news from these days, I don't know. But you may see things coming out a little bit more in the mainstream this week as things start to unravel a little bit. But this whole year has been about the root chakra upgrading and ascending, because we can't ascend without grounding into the earth, right? And that is the most important thing. So we do have red coming in here about passion and survival, and, you know, survival, that has been the thing to be triggered, right? You know, if it's not about you know, whether or not our life is safe, then it's about whether our business is safe, whether we'll be able to afford whatever, that security, the material stuff. And that's been getting triggered for everyone, right? So this is the week that, you know, that might be the focus still this week, but you're just clearing up what you've been working on all year. You're clearing that up this week so that in time for spring, you know, you've finished, completed, especially with the full moon energy that we've had continuing to run through this week, you know. And if, by the way, you guys, if you are drawn to a moon message, do reach out for a little moon message. I do wonderful little recordings that I email to you for around the time of a full moon or a new moon or just any point in the moon cycle, really. But they're fantastic to help you see what you're overcoming and bringing in. But what we are all collectively overcoming is we're closing down the old third dimension fear-based survival money structure kind of paradigm, and opening ourselves up to knowing that we're always supported and always loved, right? Undying love. You know, we've got a spring energy coming in where we are going to want to start new projects very, very soon, you know, so let's get it all ready, you know, put the foundation steps in so that you can start building as soon as you know it's time to go, right? As soon as you know it's time to start, you know, start planting those seeds, right? That is actually what you're doing here this week, is you're planting the seeds this week. You know, and projects are going to want to start. You're going to receive more opportunities coming in from this week, from this full moon that we've just had, all the way through to probably next week as well, next week's reading as well, by the look of how the energies are flowing here. But go out and smell the flowers. That I can't emphasize that enough. Go out and smell the flowers. Connect with nature. Mother Nature is giving you so many resources if we go out, and she's really helping here with this root chakra. Connect the root chakra, connect it to your EarthStar, connect to Mother Gaia. Just go and sit outside and just visualize that light coming up from the earth, up through your root, and just rooting you, grounding you in. You know, anchor yourself in. Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? Daydream. This is the theme. This is the theme of what the practical guidance is actually, you know, visualize. And look how this woman is visualizing here. She has a sunset in the background. She's sat beneath a tree. She's happy. And this is how we visualize. We visualize with our emotions. And that's what creates the images in our mind. And that's what creates our reality, right? So you're daydreaming, and then spring is here at the end, right? So allow your mind to continue to wander and expand, and do it from a place of really high emotion and really loving energy, and stay in the positive and stay in the present if you're affirming things, right? We don't want to be saying, oh, I don't want this anymore. You want to be saying what you do want. So, you know, if you're looking at work, for example, you know, I attract clients that really desire what I have to offer, right? You know, something like that, you know, rather than saying, you know, something in lack, right? We want to state it in the positive. I just want to pull some cards from this wonderful deck because I love this deck of cards so much. So we're going to see what comes through here, just to kind of tie us up on this reading, and just see if there's any major messages coming through for here, because we are letting some stuff go here. We're still closing up from previous few weeks. Sirens are going in the background, so yep, it's going to be one of those weeks. It is going to be one of those weeks where there will be distractions. Do not let the noise distract you. And final cards of guidance to send everyone on their way in the best way possible. Thank you so much. Believe in spontaneous healing. This is the healing of Avalon. Absolutely, the heart chakra of the world. Right? We've got the Taur here. We've got beautiful Pleiadian rose there. We've got a unicorn, or a white horse anyway. We've got beautiful, beautiful healer. And you know what? Instant healing can happen. This is literally where you turn things around. Don't take anything for granted. We've got the Grail King coming in here. Got all this masculine energy coming in now, right? This is what it is. Divine union. Exactly. This is what it is. This is the divine masculine energy being healed this week, right? And he gets healed by actually taking action in that alignment, because the feminine energy, you know, she's setting the pace. She's getting you to go outside. She's getting you to connect. She's standing strong. She's leading the way. She's holding you in her undying love, this feminine energy within you. You've got that sorted now. You've had a year of looking after yourself, of putting yourself first, and you've done so well. And now the divine masculine is going, right, okay, cool. I'm going to meet you. I'm going to meet you where you're at. And I'm going to heal. And I'm not going to take anything that you've done for granted. I'm not going to take you for granted. This is my word. This is my honor. And then we have divine union coming in at the end here, which is that merger of divine masculine, divine feminine within ourselves. If you are curious more as to what divine masculine and divine feminine mean, I do have a playlist where I have a couple of videos where I go into that. But yeah, essentially we need both of them to be working in harmony to build a golden age, right? And the divine masculine is going to find himself feeling inspired this week because of all the work the feminine has done, and Virgo full moon has actually set the pace for that. She's cleared the way for that right before spring is sprung fully, right before Aries takes the reins. So beautiful souls, I hope this reading has been helpful for you. I hope it's been interesting. I hope it helps you navigate your week ahead in, you know, efficiency and abundance and bliss and joy. And just remember to create, to have fun, to visualize. You know, you've got all these basics down. You know, we've been talking about it long enough. Now the masculine is raring to go. He's going, yeah, okay, let's go. Okay, so I love you all so much. Like I say, do reach out if you are looking to book any one-to-one sessions to get any more clarity for yourself, for your own situations. They are still on reduction right now until the website is launched. And in the meantime, find me on Facebook at Ascension to Love with Alice. It's the same on Instagram. And feel welcome to join my new Facebook group. It's a lot of fun. We do card readings in there and little giveaways, and just it's a lot of upbeat, happy energy. And we talk about a lot of the magic and the mysteries. So if you are ever intrigued by the mystery schools of Isis, of the Magdalene lineage, of any of the goddesses, any of that divinity, any of that secret kind of, not secret, but kind of the mysterious magics of the world, you're going to like that place. Okay. Sending you all so much love. Have a wonderful start to your week and a wonderful start to March. Blessings to you all. Bye for now.